My name is Darkpore. I'm a public health physician, a local community leader, and an agent of cultural change. And today, I want to tell you the story of the future we are creating by 2050 through FoodNerve. Nigeria, the land of my ancestors, is sitting on a ticking time bomb. About 100 million of our people live in extreme poverty, and millions of families cannot afford to feed their children with nutritious meals. Yet in the middle of all this, about 75% of the food that we grow ends up wasted. It's hard to predict what demand will look like, and food storage is a problem because almost all farms don't have electricity. And much more, our farmers are aging out. So in 2020, my team and I had a few questions to ask. These were our questions. How do we ensure that every single community in Nigeria, both urban and rural, can feed itself? How do we ensure that our farmers will embrace practices that will restore our land and not deplete it? How do we ensure that 30 years from now, there will be a future for your children and ours? We came up with a few answers, and our answers may work in your region the same way they've started to work in ours. For starters, at our Food Innovation Nerve Center, we're supporting local farmers with data analytics platforms for their farms. We're taking our traditional farms and food distribution channels and we're giving them food nerves so that they can self-coordinate and act intelligently to eliminate food loss and waste. Through our R&D coalition with local Nigerian universities, we've begun researching cell-cultured chicken and plant-based fish in a bid to create safe, nutritious meat alternatives whose supply chains will power all our rural farmers' livelihoods, all within planetary limits. This R&D coalition is also driving the transition of our young people into the biotech careers of tomorrow. Also, we've begun speaking the truth to politicians and local community leaders in power to show them the first-hand effects and consequences of their policies on our citizens' ability to provide food for their families. We are doing this through our local policy newsroom, through our documentary series that shows the connection between policies and effects on the streets. We're also returning our local communities to our ancestral traditions of planting fruit trees on the days that children are being named. Our efforts are inspiring our communities to plant fruit trees and vegetables on every residential plot, in every school, on every sidewalk and backyard, in every vegetable farm and indoor garden, so that micronutrients can be accessed through fruits and vegetables for free by everyone in our communities everywhere. In the next 5 to 10 years, we'll launch satellites into orbit that will enable local farmers keep track of what's going on their farms in real time through data from Earth observation systems. What do we envision? We envision a future where there is abundant food for all in our communities. We envision a future where we live in compact communities with lush trees and parks, where all residents eat nourishing meals from indoor and backyard farms. We envision a future where we can all walk to work and technology makes food truly a miracle. We envision renewable energy and fresh air with robots sitting under the fruit trees, telling our children and your children stories of the future to come. To bring this vision to life, we're building a cultural center that will tell the stories of our food, of our diet, of our meals, of our shared future, and of our destinies. We'll be telling stories through our talk shows, through our live festivals. We're telling stories through the power of music. We want to use every single resource possible. Intelligent food design, data analytics platform, solar mini grids, Earth observation satellites, live festivals, music, documentaries, drama series, graphic novels to inspire and catalyze a movement of food visionaries who will bring about changes in our food system by 2050. My name is Darkpore. We need to do this.